The Lion King, a movie that's more than just a tale about lions, adventure, and drama. But today, we're diving into a theory that might just change the way you view the entire film. What if I told you there's a hidden connection between The Lion King and Star Wars? No, this isn't some wild crossover event. Stick with me here, because this theory might just blow your mind. Imagine this: The Lion King is not just an animated film about lions in Africa. What if it's set in a galaxy far, far away? What if Simba, Mufasa's Scar, and the Pride Lands are part of a universe where the Force exists? What if the circle of life and the family struggles at the heart of the story are actually reflections of the Jedi and the Sith in the Star Wars universe? Let's start with the core family dynamics. We have Simba, our young hero, the future king, full of potential but lost in his path. And then there's Mufasa, wise, powerful, and a mentor. Sound familiar? It should, because Mufasa's role mirrors that of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the wise mentor who guides a young hero through their trials. Just like Obi-Wan, Mufasa teaches Simba valuable life lessons. But also like Obi-Wan, he has a tragic death that sends Simba into a crisis of faith. And what happens next? Simba, like Luke Skywalker, is lost without their father figure. He's left to grapple with the weight of his destiny. He runs away, lost in guilt and confusion. And much like Luke's exile on Tatooine, Simba's self-imposed exile is a moment of deep personal reflection. It's in the wilderness that Simba discovers his true self, just as Luke discovers his connection to the Force. But there's one key difference: Mufasa's death isn't the end. Much like Obi-Wan's Force ghost returning to guide Luke, Mufasa's spirit continues to guide Simba from the stars. Remember that iconic moment where Simba looks into the sky, and Mufasa's voice echoes through the clouds? Remember who you are.
You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king.
That line isn't just about Simba becoming king. It's a reminder of his true nature, a connection to something greater. Could Mufasa's spirit be tapping into the Force to guide Simba? In the Star Wars universe, Jedi don't truly die. They become part of the Force, and their knowledge can be accessed by those who are worthy. Perhaps in this Lion King universe, the circle of life operates in a similar way. Mufasa is not truly gone. He's part of the Force, or at least a cosmic energy that binds the world of the Pride Lands together. Think about it: this could be a hidden reference to the Force itself, acting as the guiding force that connects all life in the Pride Lands. Now, let's talk about the villain Scar. Scar's arc is one of jealousy, bitterness, and ultimately, a desire for power. He's a dark, tragic figure who once had potential but chose the path of darkness. Much like a Star Wars villain we all know, Darth Vader, Scar, like Anakin Skywalker, is consumed by his own weaknesses and insecurities. He sees himself as the rightful ruler, but in the end, his downfall comes from his hubris and his inability to truly accept the balance of the world around him. Scar's attempt to destroy Simba is the culmination of his villainy, and it mirrors Darth Vader's darker moments attempting to destroy the next generation to secure his own power. But much like how Anakin ultimately redeems himself in the end, Scar's arrogance leads to his own destruction. It's a fitting parallel to Darth Vader's fall from grace. While they provide comic relief, they also embody a unique philosophy, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. But let's dive deeper. What if Timon and Pumbaa represent something more than just comic relief? Could they symbolize the balance between the light and dark side? While the Jedi and Sith are constantly locked in a battle for balance in the galaxy, Timon and Pumbaa represent the lighter, carefree aspect of life, the yin to the more serious yang of Simba's journey. They don't let Simba get bogged down in the heavy things of life. In a way, they remind him that, like in the Star Wars universe, balance is key. You can't always be serious. Just like the Force requires both light and dark to maintain harmony, they may be the lighthearted side of the circle of life, but their role is crucial in helping Simba regain his confidence. Side of the circle of life. Now, let's talk about the final battle, the return of Simba, When Simba ascends Pride Rock, it's not just about reclaiming his throne, it's about embracing his destiny. Much like Luke Skywalker, Simba faces the darkness of his past and confronts the source of his fears. Scar is the manifestation of everything Simba has been running from, just as Darth Vader represents the ultimate test for Luke. Simba's victory isn't just physical, it's a spiritual awakening. But here's the big twist. Just like Luke Skywalker uses the Force to bring balance to the galaxy, Simba uses his understanding of the Circle of Life to restore balance to the Pride Lands. The Force and the Circle of Life both maintain harmony in their respective worlds. Without one, there would be chaos. The connection between the two is not just a spiritual one. It's a fundamental principle that drives both stories forward. So, what does this mean? Could The Lion King be set in the same universe as Star Wars? Could the Pride Lands be one of many planets in the galaxy where balance, family, and the Force play a crucial role in shaping the world? It's a fascinating idea to consider, especially when you think about the themes of growth, destiny, and the cyclical nature of life in both worlds. So, next time you watch The Lion King, remember this story might not just be about lions. It could be a tale of the Force, the galaxy far, far away, and a deeper connection to Star Wars than we ever thought possible. What do you think? Could Simba be the Jedi of the Pride Lands? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more epic movie theories. Thanks for watching.